Good day, Rian Peters de Villiers and Associates. It is the 13th of April today, 2020. Just a short video today regarding Section 189 retrenchments and a few thoughts that I would like to just share regarding that. Now, in previous videos, we have discussed the fact that an employer must try, where possible, to look at all options short of retrenchments, because obviously that is the best to try and see how many people one can keep employed for as long as possible in this very difficult time that we are experiencing. And at the same time, I also cautioned with regards to retrenchments that you must be very careful as an employer not to retrench and then find yourself in a predicament when you start up again, where you've retrenched certain employees that you may need desperately at that point in time, and then you have to re-employ again. There's always the option, obviously, of contacting those people that you've retrenched again, but it's much better to look at this and plan a strategy well before you decide on going the retrenchment route. I do understand, and I have a number of clients that will have no option but to retrench, either now or in the very near future. The employees are already on short time, where there's essential services, and in many cases the businesses that are closed are already contemplating retrenchments because financially they won't be able to actually afford the wage bill. When this is done, I think one thing that I want to share today that I think that is of utmost importance is that there is an obligation that an employer must pay an employee a severance package. Now, the law, the minimum the law requires is 1 week remuneration equal to 1 week for each year of continuous service by that employee, as well as a notice month. And I think it is imperative for any employer contemplating retrenchments to make sure that they plan financially in order to be able to pay those packages. I've had a lot of people doing planning, and then they say, well, if we work short time when we start up again, etc., then we have enough money to maybe go on for another 2 months or 3 months. When you do those calculations, it's very important to take into account that should you contemplate to retrench, that you must bring into the equation the severance packages that you would have to pay. The most important part of the planning here is obviously that you make sure that those funds are available, or in extreme circumstances that you make sure that you will be able to enter into some kind of an agreement with the employee to pay that maybe in installments. I think that this planning is critical, and I think that many employers that's contemplating this may not at present be taking this into account. Therefore, if you contemplate to do that, bring that into the equation in order to not end up at the CCMA and have all sorts of problems that result from this if you don't do your planning well. I know that there are certain employers that may say, well, I have no funds at the moment. How am I going to pay these packages? There are no easy answers to this. And this is not a normal situation at all. The fact of the matter is that the law does put the onus on the employer to pay that severance package. It won't be easy to work this out going forward, but I think if we work together, employers and employees, during this difficult time, that we will find a way to accommodate all these problems as they come across our paths. This short video regarding retrenchments is just a thought, because I have had a number of questions related to this over the last 2 or 3 days, and I just thought that it may be a good thing to put this in a video in order for employers to take this into account when they contemplate retrenching. All of the best, and God bless.